Yeah, Will here. It's April 8th, day 15. It actually got up to 28 degrees today, which is 65 degrees warmer than 3 days ago. Unusual kind of a spring burst here. It might be the only time it gets to 28 in another month. You never know. But storm came up last night. I rode that tailwind all day. It blew all through the night. Not a lot of snow. The wind remained to the south, which was a warmer wind, and that warmed up quite a bit. I finished off that small little river I've been on for the last 10 days to the Bailey River. And the Bailey is a larger river. It's a tributary of the Back River, and it's not overflow. Overflow happens when it's very common here in the Barrens where the rivers freeze from the bottom. They freeze solid, and then the water runs out on the surface. And in the case of the Bailey here, I traveled on it all the loops back and forth, probably almost 10 miles. It flooded the whole riverbed, up 100 to 200 yards of this beautiful blue, kind of a baby blue, light blue color. It's very slick ice. I wear ice cleats on it. It's impossible to walk on it. You slip very dangerously. The wind will blow you all over. But with the cleats on my mucklucks, I was able to haul the canoe and the sled effortlessly, so it was really very, very good day. This overflow is really spectacular to see it. Covers the whole area here. I was very fortunate. It lasted. It probably goes on for a long time. I saw more signs, this time a little larger herd of caribou. Nothing spectacular yet. This area used to have a herd called the Beverly herd of caribou. In fact, the Thielon Game Refuge was established in the 1920s, to protect that particular herd of 1 million, and that herd no longer exists. It, for various reasons, there's different parts of view, but changing climate probably has a lot to do with it. The caribou do fluctuate over years, but it's a very sensitive animal to any type of change of climate. Changes the habitat because they're just on this very, very fine edge of survival all the time. Population for caribou in general in Canada are really dropping. There's some remnants still here. Some part of that herd went further north or northeast of here, but it's hard to say. Haven't seen any spottings of game yet. The usual wolf tracks around. I made camp a little bit early. Made almost probably 25 miles in the last couple of days here. Very fortunate. I was really worn out from the storms and the cold and pushing it really hard in the deep snow. Got a break here these last 2 days here. And tomorrow, it'll be a little different story. I'm going to take probably about a 15-20 mile overland, almost like a portage to the Back River, which is a major river here. The Bailey that I'm on right now actually flows into the Back River. But I'm going to shortcut that rather than going down to the Bailey and then up the back again. I'm taking this overland tomorrow. So more on that tomorrow. It's beautiful weather though. It's 20 degrees right now. I've got both doors of the tent open. A few clouds come up. You never know how long this will last. The Barrens especially, you could get a major storm right away tomorrow. Anytime it gets pleasant here, they usually stay for it the next day or so. But let's see what happens. It kind of feels a little bit springish. It's here for a little bit. It definitely won't last. But so anyways, checking out here, it's really, and I also was able to dry out all my sleeping bags, all my clothing. A lot of ice on the sleeping bags, but everything's back to normal now. So it was a really godsend having this great weather here today. I had rigged up a sail, and in the lines that I had for the sail, I used that for a clothesline for my 2 sleeping bags. So it looked kind of a tattered outfit here with sleeping bags hanging on the sails and so forth, but it was all kind of a gay day, and so I'll check in later tomorrow, and we'll over and out.